I'm here to testify on behalf of the Ohio chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations, known as CARE Ohio. Thank you for the opportunity to appear before you. I'm also a member of the Ohio Citizens Redistricting Commission, and I am here to present testimony in support of those proposed unity maps. As a civil rights and advocacy organization for Ohio Muslims, CARE Ohio has been working for several months to fight for fair maps. Muslims, who are often the subject of political discourse, rarely have the opportunity to advocate for themselves. As it stands, Islamophobia, racism, and xenophobia pervades our political system, leading to the creation of discriminatory policies and laws. This particularly emphasizes the need for diverse representation amongst elected officials. At the very least, Muslims should have adequate representation in government that will be both accessible and responsive, let alone and much less advocate for their needs. The redistricting process is crucial to establishing proportional representation, as it is commonly known, and ensuring that all Ohioans have a voice in their government. This is why Ohioans overwhelmingly voted for these reforms. Also, part of these reforms was that the process be fair, be transparent, and provide ample opportunity for public input. Thus far, we have seen that this commission seriously challenges the spirit of the redistricting reforms Ohioans were promised. The Ohio Citizens Redistricting Commission has accomplished all this in a timely fashion with ample opportunity for public testimony. And with that, I'd like to offer an example of how that has happened. One of our Muslim community members, Hadia Akhtar, who could not be here today, she's a first-year Ohio State University student, had testified as part of the OCRC about her residential community around the Noor Islamic Cultural Center, one of the largest mosques, also a polling location in Central Ohio. She testified about how her neighbors are split between 2 congressional and 2 state house districts, therefore diluting her and her neighbors and community's collective voting power. The OCRC was able to take Hadia's testimony into account when drawing the proposed maps and remedy the issue with constitutional requirements. And such an important task implicates all of Ohioans, and it is really critical that these hearings are announced in time and that there are virtual options, all of which the Redistricting Commission has been able to accomplish. And so we need to ensure that the Ohio voters are fairly represented as these maps shape our lives, our laws, and our policies for at least the last decade. We need to make sure that these maps, especially like immigrant community like mine and other communities of color, are fairly and equitably represented with no exceptions. And with that, I complete my testimony.
Are there any questions for the witness? Seeing none, thank you.